Okay, assuming this thing is actually working, we are streaming. Hi guys, Damon Caskey, and I'm back again. Had a earlier stream today where I was being asked how to use Input All, and there was a follow-up question to that on the forum. And let's see if I can bring that up so I can read it off for everyone. Current, me, you have to help me out here. This is driving me crazy. How do I cancel left and right and make the input down? So let me bring this question over here where you can actually see it on the screen so everyone knows what I'm answering here. This is from Malik. So before I get started, I want to give you some advice, and trust me, this is from experience. I see that you have a lot of macros here that are basically just redefining native functions in the engine. Don't do that. I mean, you really need to get rid of that right now. Defines are designed to deobfuscate, not fuscate or abbreviate like what you're doing here. By putting that OBC in here, you're basically making your function unsearchable, and you're not shortcutting anything at all. I mean, I know it makes your code a little bit, I guess, less verbose, but it's also nearly impossible to read. And you will find later on, as you are trying to search through the code and find functions and debug, it is going to be a royal pain. You've got to trust me on this. I fell down this rabbit hole and almost never dug myself back on some other coding projects. So once again, get rid of those defines. Use defines for specific macros like creating new constants. Don't redefine functions that already exist. Now that that is out of the way, to help you out and resolve the question, which is how to force, looks like key left into key down, I'm going to write it a little bit differently than what you do using a bitwise constant. And to demonstrate that, I have my Golden Axe project, or at least pieces of it, up here. So I'm going to start up a new script. Input all.c. That part you already know. And let's just jump right in with a void main. And let's see if I can remember this. Okay, first thing that we need is our player index. So I'm going to call that variable player index because I'm just that creative. Get local var player. And that is going to get the index of the player that triggered this event. And then int, let's see, let's call this key hold because I want the status of the key. Get player property player index keys. Okay. And then let's do this again for key press. Oops. And spell it right. That helps. So once again, here we'll just, let's do some copy pasta here. So Control C, and except in this case, it is new keys. And we're going to do this one more time. For this one, it is key release. Now we don't actually need all three of these. I'm just putting them in so that you can see what they might look like. All right, so these guys here, the int key hold, the int key press, the int key release, are exactly what they sound like. The engine has three internal variables called keys, new keys, and release keys. Each of these do pretty much what they sound like. Keys means the key that is currently held. New key triggers when a new key is pressed, and release keys triggers when the key is released. Now that we have those, and you'll notice, I want to go back here real quick. It's just key hold, key press, key release. The key, the specific key, is not mentioned. And the reason for that will become apparent in just a moment. So let's write the logic. I'm going to say if the key, because if I am not mistaken, the functionality you want is the key hold. So if key hold, and I'm going to do a bitwise and, OpenBOR constant, I believe it's flag, move left. Yeah, that should be it. We'll find out real quick when I fire it up and it doesn't work. If key hold, bitwise and, OpenBOR constant flag move left, then we will do key hold. One severe weakness in OpenBOR script that we'd like to correct, it doesn't mean you can't do something, it just means you have to be a little more careful with the math, is that we do not have bitwise not available. So I'm just going to have to toggle this bit instead of clearing the bit. I mean, we know the bit is on if this logic is true, but still, it's usually better just to clear it rather than toggle it. Anyway, key hold, toggle, and same thing, OpenBOR constant flag, move left. And if it sounds like I'm in a bit of a hurry, I sort of am. I'm trying to get through this as quick as possible. I have some other things I need to get done tonight. Okay, key hold, and then now even though we don't have a bitwise not, we do have all the other bitwise operators, so we are going to toggle flag move down, and then we need to send that onto the variables. So we are going to, let's do some more copy pasta, keys, except it is change player property, keys, and that should be all there is to it. So I'm going to walk through the process here real quick, and I need to put some notes here so that I can pass it along. So let's just say get player index. This is just the way I like to do my comments. I like the asterisk comments. Okay. We'll just say get key status and if left bit is active, toggle off and set down bit true. Okay, and then apply new key value. Oops. All right, now that I have my comments in here, yeah, so we get the player index, and then we get the player index key statuses. The only one that we really care about is the keys, because that's the key hold. Key press and key release are just there for examples, so I'm going to go ahead and comment them out. Then we check to see if the flag move left bit is on. And then if it is, we toggle it off, and then we turn on the move down bit, and then we send that value onto the player property. And what should happen is, assuming we'll save this, that I did everything right, when I start this, still got some lag going on here. Oops. Well, I did make a mistake. Let's see. Let's see what I did. You've got all that gobbledygook from some of my other scripts operating there. There's an exception while running input all. Parameters 0, 12. Oh, well, I actually forgot to pass along the key hold. So, yeah, just that's what happens when you use too much copy pasta. So, let's save that and let's try it one more time. Move it over to make sure you can see it. Game, stage 1 demo, and let's just be Axe. Now, of course, you can't see this, but when I try to move down, he moves left. Or excuse me, when I try to move left, he moves down. But it looks like he is still able to move left, not just straight down, which is what we really want. So let me back out again, debug, and see what I did wrong. Let's see. Oh, there's what I did wrong. I forgot to actually apply that toggle bit. So let me go back and try it one more time. Stage 1 demo. And there we go. It is now impossible for Axe to move left. Anytime I try to press left, he goes down instead. And there you go. Hey, that's mine. Guy keeps taking my creatures away. Get off that. And you can see the module right now is really a mess where I've been working on stuff. But anyway, there you go. That is how you use Input All. Excuse me. That is how you use Input All to change keys. So now it's impossible to move left. We could reverse our controls or we could nullify them, whatever you wanted to do. Let me put the example back up on the screen real quick. So there it is. I hope that is helpful. I'm going to sign out because I have lots of other things to do. Everybody be good, and we'll see you next time.